As we get close to wrapping up yet another year, there is a Texas Monthly tradition that is taking place that you may or may not be up to speed on. So let's get you up to speed on it. Our media partners at Texas Monthly have announced their Bum Steer of the Year. And this year, Texas Monthly names Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick as the Bum Steer of the Year. And if you're asking yourself, what's a bum steer? If you're not up to speed on that, we're going to get you up to speed. So with that, let's bring in Ross McCammon from Texas Monthly. So thanks for joining us. And I'm just going to say overtly, we got a lot of people moving to Texas now all across this state who may not be familiar with the state or the local vernacular or the regional. So you tell us the history of bum steers and specifically what this label and tradition means when this comes from Texas Monthly.
Texas Monthly has been around since 1974. And from the very beginning, we've been cataloging all the bad ideas and embarrassing gaffes and bad faith politicians since we started. And that's what Bum Steers is. It's a catalog of some of the worst that our state has to offer. But in a way, it's a hopeful thing that we do. You know, we're trying to look at what the powerful are up to and seeing if there's not a better way.
So what factors go into your staff picking what you label as the Bum Steer of the Year? And then at the same time, what made Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick stand out for you guys?
Well, who's in the news, first of all? I mean, who matters? Who has relevance? Who has power? That's key. And how are they using that power? And, you know, we focused on a lot of folks. We looked at a lot of folks. Elon Musk, a relatively new resident of Texas, had a very interesting year and a lot to work with there. Ken Paxton, our Attorney General, who was the subject of the impeachment trial that Dan Patrick, Lieutenant Governor, presided over, also had a tough year. And Texas A&M, Jimbo Fisher having to pay him $75 million to go away. That was a candidate. But Dan Patrick, I think, as really our state's most powerful politician, we really couldn't ignore his year.
All right. Out of all the past selections, if you kind of thumb through the history of them for Texas Monthly, is there a bum steer that kind of tops them all when you look back historically?
Well, in some ways, I would say Dan Patrick might. You know, he is one of the most powerful politicians that has ever worked on in the Capitol. And I think that what the issue that we have is that in a lot of ways he sort of has a very small kind of narrow version of what Texas should be, and he seems to follow the demands of the donor class, and we think that he could have a more expansive view instead of focusing on infighting certain subjects that are certain things that aren't all that popular for Texans, for instance, the school voucher fight. But I will say the one that probably takes the cake would be our Senator in Washington, Ted Cruz. No one seems to beg for negative attention like he does through gaffes, through unforced errors. He congratulated the Dallas Rangers instead of the Texas Rangers on the World Championship win this year. And it's almost as if he is begging for it. But there is never, we gave him a Lifetime Achievement Award this year. He always gives us something to work with.
Right. It is the Texas Monthly Bum Steer of the Year. Ultimately, you guys will print and publish and get it online, and then it is the readers of Texas Monthly who will ultimately decide if they agree with you. Ross, thank you for taking us inside the process. You can get your own copy featuring this article in the January issue of Texas Monthly, or you can read more about Bum Steer of the Year and view the digital magazine on TexasMonthly.com.